Their players in full view of Mike Walker for the first time, well aware that they're now playing for their futures at Goodison Park against Bolton Wanderers here, the busiest club in the country in terms of fixtures fulfilled. 37 games played, and they've lost only one of the last 17 of them. Bruce Rioch has picked two wide players, David Lee on the left. It's not the best surface in the country. And one or two of the Everton squad arrived here rather looking down their noses at it. But that's the canvas on which they've got to paint an optimistic picture as Everton look for a new era with a fresh face now at the helm. There's a lot, as Robbie Hart from Darlington says, the free kick was taken too quickly. A lot of relative and relevant publicity around this game, but Gordon Taylor, a lot of tradition as well, a real Lancastrian affair.
Superb, Martin. It reminds me of one magnificent cup game semi-final here in '66, which when Everton beat Manchester United, and there's still a lot of concern with the Everton camp today, who were there then, and it's a real buzz about the place. And as a former Bolton Wanderer, it was games like these that, you know, made you glad to be alive and glad you were a professional footballer.
Winstanley. But here's Stewart. Everton, in the last 7 games, 6 defeats and a draw. And a real shortage of goals until they got a couple for Chelsea on Monday. Tony Cottee was a scorer. He might be a scorer here. And but for Aidan Davison, who went all the way to his right-hand side to keep it out, Everton would have had the lead. Gordon.
It's a great effort by Cottee, and I noticed Graham Stewart's in the team. He had a big fee put on his head by a tribunal. He's got a lot to justify for the new manager who's there on the bench today. But that was a typical Cottee control, quick turn and good shot, and it shows that little bit of class that Everton have no doubt got.
Well, will it be a Merseyside double for Bolton? Liverpool last year. We're not living on the memories of that. David Lee gave a lot of trouble to Graham Souness's side. Worried Everton then. He hasn't always been in the team this season because Bruce Rioch has changed the system from time to time, most recently playing with 3 centre-backs, which doesn't allow the latitude of 2 wide men. But it's 4-4-2 today to really take on Everton and have a go at them if they can get enough of the ball. Right out. Made a quick recovery from an injury that saw him leave the field early at Stamford Bridge on Monday. A game in which Matt Jackson was also hurt in controversial circumstances involving Chelsea's Dennis Wise. But again, the damage not lasting. Winstanley. Jackson and McGinley came in behind him. Plenty of room here for Lee, although Holmes trying to close him down now. Lee skips past him and goes on towards goal. And Scott Green was roaring in beyond the far post. The ball kept on going.
Superb wing play that from David Lee, and it's exactly what the crowd are looking for, and it's unbeatable really when you cut inside and such a quality ball in. It was a fraction off it, and that could have been a great start for Bolton.
The early life for Bolton coming from Lee, and look how close Green was. Here's Thompson, who was attracted here from Newcastle. Says something about Bolton Wanderers, I think. Oh, Southall's in trouble here. He completely misjudged that cross from Brown. And Bolton didn't have a player darting in behind him.
Phil Brown's looking dangerous, actually. the quality of these balls coming in, Neville Southall did misjudge it, and if David Lee could have been on that far post.
Well, he is not exactly a relic, but he's certainly a memory of a bygone age at Everton, including winning the FA Cup itself in 1984.
Somebody who's done it all like Neville Southall. I mean, he's got, as the older he gets, the more and more he's got to work hard, I suppose, at gearing himself up for games, but he's still a very good goalkeeper.
And of course, he's now managed by a former goalkeeper. McGinley, can he reach this? He does! Oh, Southall repositioned there.
The timing of the save was superb, isn't it?
But it's a feature of McGinley's game, his movement in the penalty area, and they want to supply him with this type of cross. And the player who scored twice against Liverpool in the third round, home and away last season, close here to embarrassing Everton, and but for the agility of Southall, it might have been a Bolton breakthrough.
He certainly didn't misjudge that one.
Oh, that one.
Actually, the misjudgment before might have been just the thing that got him on his toes to make that save. Otherwise, that could have been... It looked to be going in from here. We're right behind him.
What a terrific,
Tremendous. He
piece
timed
of
his
mobility, goalkeeping mobility to get to it.
Still, that will give Bolton even more encouragement.
Hawk. Throw to Everton. Ward. Brown, who defies the passing of time. He's 34 now, Phil Brown, but there's no greater enthusiast around. He's conspicuous with his energy already on a very sapping surface. McGinley setting up Patterson. McAteer just going a little wider than perhaps he wanted, but still hooking up the cross for McGinley. It's good defending by Holmes. Patterson made space perhaps for himself. In the end, he's trying to squeeze it through to Thompson. Not an easy kick for Southall.
It looks good kill.
Certainly wasn't his fault that he had to just screw that out of play. More Bolton pressure. Lee. It's a good ball. McGinley.
Well, they were fully exposed then, Everton's defence, and there was a tremendous chance for McGinley. These crosses coming in are proving more than dangerous. That Bolton are getting on the end of the vast majority of them.
And you'll see from this angle that the flag does not go up. It was a golden opportunity, 7 yards out for Bolton's leading scorer, 15-goal John McGinley. The new manager making it clear before the game that Jimmy Gabriel on the extreme right of the picture, Colin Harvey, of course, between the two of them. And Jimmy had put this side together. McGinley's challenge, the ball dropped for Thompson, but he didn't have the time. Beagrie. For Rideout can turn here.
Yes.
Well, a goal for Everton, and at a great psychological time inside the final minute of the first half. And poor Rideout, who was only pass fit yesterday, Beagrie got it through to him, and Rideout found room to turn and steer it beyond Davison, tucking it away very neatly indeed.
Very disappointing for Bolton after they've dominated large part of the game, and Rideout was really left clear. His markers left him. Beagrie, of course, caused the trouble, but Rideout virtually was left unmarked in a dangerous position to control, turn and have a free shot. to be a lapse in concentration at a crucial time for Bolton, and the central defenders had done so well and looked so composed before then.
Well, one of them now, Mike Walker, wanting his players now to calm down and see it through to half-time, but one of the centre-backs, Alan Stubbs, got closer to Rideout here, so close that he's been booked.
Good news for Everton, good news for Rideout, isn't he? The lad everybody remembers from his hat-trick for England schoolboys, really, a long, long time ago, in a classic England v Scotland game. And he's had a fair trip around the world, hasn't he? Out to Italy and from Swindon. And
yes, you tend to forget that he played in Italy, which is a great compliment to any player. Played for Bari.
He certainly picked his spot there.
Rideout's okay. All's well with Everton at the moment. Well, when you play clubs from the Premiership, you have to take your chances. Paul Rideout's buried his for Everton right on half-time. Bolton ruining. A couple that got away for John McGinley. A header that was stopped. A superb scrambling save by Neville Southall. And another chance for McGinley from bang in front of the goal that went over the bar. At half-time here at Burnden Park, I should say. It is. Bolton Wanderers 0, Everton 1. Bolton, who might well have spent half-time kicking themselves for allowing Paul Rideout to get in to perhaps set Everton on their way to what would be a first win since early December, 5 weeks ago. 1-0 over Southampton, after which Howard Kendall resigned. Going in with the sort of purpose that Everton will need to maintain in the second half. Ball too straight from Stubbs. Gordon, from what you've seen, do you feel Bolton have the capacity to turn this round?
Very much so, yes. I would. At the moment, I think it's got the makings of a draw. I think Everton haven't looked that strong enough to hang on to what they've got, and Bolton have looked very capable of getting a goal.
Referee well aware of any potential time wasting here, having a good look at Gary Ablett. Holmes, against his own bar. And Patterson, 1-1, chaos. Everton at the back. Mark Patterson equalises in the 3rd minute of the second half. Brown with a cross that caused all the trouble. Holmes in real difficulties. Look at that. Against his own bar, back to him. He couldn't control it. In came Patterson, seizing on the ball, seizing on the chance. And Bruce Rioch's players have come out breathing fire at the start of the second half.
Just as we were saying, Martin, Bolton looked more than capable of getting back into the game, and a minute later that's exactly what they did. Phil Brown's cross, as in the first half, was a quality cross and caused no end of problems.
Cottee. The runner here is Rideout, but he's leaving it to Stewart.
It's a cracking cup tie now. It had the ingredients of a real evenly matched battle, and it's certainly living up to that billing.
Bolton have conceded a free kick. sure he got his chest to the ball. Really right, got away from him. Ward. Now, Bolton got the bravado here to take on and beat a side that must be struggling psychologically after their recent setbacks, for all the arrival of Mike Walker, who we understand, incidentally, hadn't intended to take part in the half-time team talk, but in the end couldn't stop himself, and you can certainly understand that.
It would be inhuman, wouldn't he, really, in a cup tie like this, and just appointed manager not to have his say. He wouldn't be the manager everybody knows he is.
I think from the moment he put on that Everton tracksuit,
that was it.
He was involved.
I hope I'm not speaking too soon, but bearing in mind what's at stake and the fierce competition, there's not been any hint of malice in any of the challenges. I think it's been a very hard but fair game.
McGinley, embarrassing Southall, and then Thompson trying to touch it goalwards, only blocked it into a relieved goalkeeper's arms. And crosses keep raining in. Great tackle by Barry Horn. McAteer, who's built of the same sort of stuff, 100% competitive, and Horn now is pushed out into the face of McAteer, who's surrounded by Everton players who think he's making a meal of this, and we do have the first real flashpoint.
I thought I spoke too soon.
Well, the Everton players with fresh memories of what happened at Chelsea between Dennis Wise and Matt Jackson on Monday, when they came out on the wrong end of things, but Horn had no right to do that, to swing out. You can talk about the heat of the battle, but he's been around long enough to know that self-control is required as well. And he's off. Barry Horn sent off. 11 minutes into the second half, for lashing out at Jason McAteer. And Mike Walker now, with Colin Harvey and Jimmy Gabriel, has a desperately difficult situation to deal with of Everton's own making. Such a turnaround in the second half. Gordon Taylor.
Yeah, the evidence was there on camera that he'd caught him in the mouth, and it was unnecessary, and, you know, Barry Horn will be very disappointed with himself for just losing his temper at that moment and lashing out like that.
It might have caught McAteer around the cheekbone. And the man from the boxing family was felled then unfairly. Free kick clipped up by Lee towards Stubbs, who was feeling that the referee might have given Bolton something there. Holmes pressed by Brown, and it's at the moment an Everton side that's rapidly going out of control. Holmes running out of room. Matheson takes. Oh, and Southall with a save of the highest calibre from Phil Brown. Well, he's still on his game, and thank goodness for Everton that he is.
Phil Brown's had a tremendous match. He seems to have been everywhere, defending, crossing, getting in the area, getting headers in. The momentum's really with Bolton Wanderers now. They've really got Everton on the run, and now they're reduced to 10 men. That can only help Bolton. I would say, though, there would be many in the ground who would have felt it would have justified a caution for certain. There will be quite a few surprised that the referee decided to send him off.
Are you surprised?
Not bearing in mind, I can't very well be surprised, bearing in mind our attempts lately to try and make sure the game's played as cleanly as possible.
Sometimes a psychologically, it's not so easy to handle when you're the 11 against the 10 because the expectation is there.
Yes, I agree. I mean, if you ask players, they'd rather play 11 against 11, in all fairness.
From Beagrie. Patterson, but that's under hit. Here's Holmes.
There's also been many instances where the 10 have beaten the 11.
Well, the 10 certainly. Oh, mistake by Snowden, and Thompson, can he get up quickly? Well, there's help on hand from Matt Jackson. And just when we were about to compliment Everton for the way they've been coping with 10 men, there was almost a suicidal streak surfacing again there. In the end, too much for Alan Thompson, and Jackson arrived like the cavalry in the nick of time. McGinley reached it. Patterson pinches it back for Bolton. Lee against Holmes, past Holmes. David Lee. Oh, what was Southall doing there? Going to try and cut it out like an outfield player. Everton, to their credit, have shown a lot of character since Barry Horn was shown the red card. But they were rocking there as David Lee got in behind them. And Southall decided to improvise. Really from the goalkeeping textbook, but in the end it worked. Brown hoisting this one up. And Southall keeping his eye on it, not distracted by McGinley, who's the type of player who's not fearful in those situations. No lover of goalkeepers. It's added to the drama because the outcome is a corner. Taken by Patterson. Oh, nearly came for Stubbs. It will come here for Phil Brown. Against the post, and Southall hacks it away. And we talked about Everton, perhaps getting a bit of luck.
No wonder he's laughing.
They'll count their blessings there.
Well, what a finish. Couldn't have been closer, could it?
It was Phil Brown who hammered it back into the danger area. And was it Cotty against his own post, and then Southall who slammed it away.
Brilliant goal-mouth action.
Well, when you think that the Bolton goal came when Paul Holmes hit the frame of his own goal, it could have been lightning striking twice again. They're desperate for this to finish. The Everton team on the bench and those team out on the pitch. And Everton do enter a new era, still in the FA Cup. Mike Walker watching his new charges secure a second chance against Bruce Rioch's Bolton. And that having to play for the last 34 minutes or so with 10 men after Barry Horn had been sent off. And just prior to that, at the start of the second half, Mark Patterson equalising for Bolton, and seemingly setting them on a course perhaps to cause an upset here. And Neville Southall and his fellow defenders survived. Paul Rideout, who didn't finish the game, had scored for Everton just on half-time. But any Everton exultation at getting through this one, with a replay to come in 10 days' time, should be tempered by thought that in last year's third round, Liverpool left Burnden Park on level terms, but of course, as we all know, they lost the replay. Final score here, as Mike Walker leaves the pitch with his players. Bolton Wanderers 1, Everton 1.